Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I hope you enjoyed the last video. Showed off the calf pen. I don't even know where I put it. Oh, back in the pocket? Sure did. Got it in my pocket in the Northwoods slip, which, I mean, I love this slip. Been using it a bunch. Been actually carrying this Gene Wiseman Laney's clip mostly also in it. Which, I mean, it seems like every single knife that I have fits perfectly in this slip. So if you can ever find it on Knife Ship Free, highly suggest it. I'd like to take 1 second before we move on and talk about these Northwoods knives, because this is a little bit of a Knife Ship Free episode, I guess, because I just mentioned their Northwoods slip. And I'm now going to mention something else that showed up in the mail for me, a little bit different, but it is a Knife Ship Free product. It's like a paracord bracelet that somebody bought for me to test out their mail delivery system. I want to say a big thank you to my buddy Dimitri. Just had to take 1 second to give this guy a shout out. I wanted to tell the audience of Jimbo TV about this product because it seems incredibly well put together, but man, for the life of me, I cannot put this thing on by myself. If you have someone to put this on you, you'll probably be able to finagle it somehow. But man, after I got it in the mail yesterday, I tried to put it on, got it. I'm just gonna put it down. No, I got it in the mail yesterday, tried to put it on again for the video now, just could not do it. Getting frustrated. I'm done with it. But very nice 550 cord. Really nice hardware with this screw-in pin. I mean, it's just, the materials are there. It's just the function of it is just, it's really tough to do. So if you were in an emergency situation, this would be a very nice thing to have, but just a little bit hard to get on yourself. So just wanted to say thank you to my friend though real quick before I dove into this. Oh my goodness. What should we look at first? Definitely not the mammoth ivory. We're gonna save that for last. There's a couple of giraffes here. Jesus. Let's look at denim. I think that's a really good way to start out. When I think of Northwoods knives, I think of denim micarta. I mean, my first Jimbo TV video ever was the Michigan Jack in denim. So, a lot of history here, and wow, what a delightful little blade. Looks nice, huh? I do love the way that they leave their bolsters all satined out with the micartas. I love the texture. I mean, guys, watch any Northwoods knife by me and I'm going to say the same thing over and over again. Great Eastern Cutlery puts a lot of attention and detail into these knives. For Derek, oh god, I probably should have cut my nails before I started filming this, but man, wow. Oh, it's beautiful. It's actually such a nice little knife. It really is. Let's get some actual dimensions here, huh? The blade is exactly 2.5 inches. Overall length, closed. That one came in pretty nice too. Nicely broken in it. It's not going to take a bunch of to flesh out the joint. But this is coming in at right under 3.5 inches. Or sorry, 1, 2, yep, 3.5 inches. So nice, beautiful little Northwood shield. I mean, it's a tight package. It's such a tight little package here. I wish it was pinchable. I know there's a big fan base out there who's just eating that face I make up, so I'm doing it for you guys. Check how the Northwoods stamp seems to go onto the ground area. That S is extending out onto the saber grind. So I mean, it's a really, really tight package. That's what I'm saying. It's not even pinchable at all, really. I can't get it. Maybe if it didn't have the factory oil on it still. But anyway, guys, let's roll through and where's my stand? Ooh. How could I forget? Well, Dusty, guys, it's been a while since I filmed. Sorry. Things are a little messy here, but we're actually not even going to be filming in this location anymore after... And as I bust this out, why don't I'm going to switch up the mood a little bit in here, guys. Let's switch up the mood. You know, it's late night with Jimbo TV. And I always seem to set this on the wrong angle. Trying to reduce the glare here. Hope it works out for you guys. Beautiful. I love these slips. These are good. I was actually carrying the Wiseman in one of these before I switched it over. I was like, I don't know if that other one with the pen is big enough to fit it. And I mean, this is a really great Lanny's slip, especially when it has a lanyard hole like Mr. Wiseman includes. But anyway, I digress. Let's move on. Burlap micarta. Now, burlap is... I was originally going to raffle one of these myself, and I'm hoping that the light is good. You know, let me know, guys. I'm gonna switch back to opening the windows for the next couple videos, but let me know what you think of how this is looking. It seems like it's probably showing up okay. So, burlap, always nice. I mean, I happened to get a little bay, the Northwoods little bay, which was on the 25 pattern, the one that came out right before this one, and you know, it's hard for me to. This kind of looks like a 15, to be honest. I wish I had a 15 in this room, but I didn't do my research before, but this really just looks like a 15 pattern. So here's burlap. I got a little bay, going back to my story, I got a little bay in burlap that had a big resin chunk in it. It wasn't really fully, you know, didn't have that nice pattern like this one does. This seems to have some gorgeous even pattern on both sides. So nice to see no big resiny chunks there. And let me focus you guys on what's really important here. Y'all are done. You know, you don't really care about my face. Let's check out the last of the micartas and then move on to the natural handle materials. I'm so thankful to all my friends out there who you know, trust me to provide them with the knives that they buy in return for letting me show them to you guys on the channel. That's really my big perk. You know, it's a win-win. The pull on this one was a lot easier actually. It's just, you know, a solid 5. Really love that OD. It looks good. Northwoods. Oh yes. I wonder why I left these two closed, huh? Maybe I'll throw out the 2 giraffes. Closed also, and then open a nice mammoth for y'all. And then that'll be a nice ending shot, huh? Let's open her up. Come on now. Ooh! Some classic looking giraffe bone here. Both sides, really nice orange. Some good, you know, I don't know what you'd call that type of stress in a bone. Those crack lines, you know? Just beautiful though. I mean, really nicely polished. And this is what I was talking about. So I said earlier, all of the micartas, they buff the whole knife at once and then they just leave it. So you have the satin bolsters with all these. And then these bone knives, they bring to a much higher polish, and then so you'll have a polished shield, polished, you know, pins, polished everything. The bolsters, everything is just it's a completely different aesthetic than the satin of a micarta. And you know what that's going to do is obviously it kind of makes sense with what you'd want between the two. You know, with a bone knife, you're going to be a lot more careful. You're not going to want to scratch it up because bone, and you're not going to want to drop it at all. Bone, you know, it's very fragile. It's that backside, huh? The pile. Give me some more, baby. I gotta see this one open, and yes, ooh, a beautiful pull on this. Oh God, have mercy, have mercy on me. Oh, it's a gorgeous knife. A childlike wonder is on my face right now. I'm just gonna leave that open for y'all, and let's get the one mammoth out because I've got 1 minute remaining on this video. I hope you guys did enjoy checking out these beautiful Northwoods knives with me. Look at this coffee brown. It's got just a texture like nothing else. These slabs are totally matching, you can see, because this one actually has some you know, not perfect flushness with the bolsters here, and I mean that's something that you can just, you have to expect or inspect better. And you know what, this one actually has kind of a little bit of a chunk right there near the arrow. So that's how it goes with some knives, guys. The video is going to cut in a second, so I'm going to move on, but thank you very much for checking these knives out. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next episode of Jimbo TV.